Again, we're going to do another flight. Seems to be pretty good low light, overcast, so we should be able to get some really good video without having a lot of washout. I'm going to try to take it up a little higher. There's a little bit more turbulence, but I think we'll be okay. All right, let's go ahead and light the fires, kick the tires, and get it off the ground. That took a little longer than I thought. Get some GPS and some GPS satellite track. Let's go ahead and take her on out and bring her up. Well, she's getting a little wind up there now. Fighting pretty good. But doesn't seem to be hurting too much. Get the camera pointed where we want to point it. There we go. Get a little turn. See if we can get a little higher. She's holding up there pretty good. I've got plenty of battery. Let's take her out a little further. She's out there a good little bit now. I don't think she's over the lake yet. Nope. All right, she's out there pretty far, and I'm within eyesight distance. I mean, I can see it really well. But let's go ahead and bring her back. And the way I'm bringing her back is I'm just throwing both sticks down, and it is moving very well. Pretty good clip back. Coming down much faster than it does if you just tell it to come down. And I'm bringing her down now, right in front of me. Go ahead and get some view of what we're talking about. Let's go ahead and bring her down. Yeah, it just went straight on out, no problems. Go ahead and bring it further in, no problems. Go ahead and get it over here. We just use it like a tripod, and I use it to talk to you. That way you can actually kind of see what the video is like. Okay, so here's the deal. This is a $50 drone, all right? Don't expect DJI quality camera, don't expect DJI quality flight, but you get a decent camera. Not an FPV camera, but a decent camera. You also get GPS, which is unheard of for a $50. Well, it's not unheard of. It's unheard of in the United States. You can go to China and buy these drones like this. They're fairly cheap. But yeah, it's a pretty good little drone. It's a little light, it's a plastic, but for a 2S drone, it's pretty good. So yeah, let me go ahead and turn it around and go ahead and land it. And look at that, right back on the pad. That was a pretty good little flight. Let's check the batteries. Let's go ahead and take her up again. Unlock. Go out. Punch up. Man, this thing works pretty good. Let me go ahead and try a different direction. Let's go this way. Now this is only in rate 1. All right. The GPS tends to work a little better, I've found, in rate 1. Pick it up a little higher. There we go. Higher, 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 higher. How are we right now? We are at 35 meters. A little bird up there beside it. Take it a little higher. All right, guys, we are at 41 meters. Let's go ahead and bring her down. Right now, I'm just doing some little testing just to see how high it'll go, how much wind it's got. It'll take a little bit of battery time questions. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to bring both sticks backwards. Going to tilt it back. I gotta say, this thing is solid. And I'm not just bullshitting. I'm not getting any reviews or anything, but for $50, listen, $50, I bought a drone that I can fly, 40 meters up, 40 meters. See, what's 40 meters? That's 120, see, 40 meters times 3, about 3 feet, talk about 400 feet. No, not 400 feet. I don't know. I'm gonna have to redo this video anyway. I gotta do the math. I'm not that smart right now. It's metric, freaking standard and all that kind of mess. Let's not worry about that. Tell you what, let's go ahead and take her up again. That was an ugly takeoff, ugly leave. I'm flying her on out there now. It's drifting a little bit, but not much from what I can see. Let me go ahead and bring her back. Yeah, it's a pretty good little drone for $50. I mean, you can't beat it. You know, and a lot of these higher priced DJI drones, they're having a band, you know, coming up with those. And this is just a good little cheap, you know, DJI homage, I would say. I wouldn't really call it a DJI type drone, but it's a pretty good drone. GPS, freaking vertical position hold, auto return landing when it gets out of battery range or gets out of when it loses signal, it loses GPS signal, it'll fly back. It loses remote signal, it'll fly back. One caveat though is if you're flying in a highly wooded area, so much like my backyard, don't run the battery down with GPS on, because it will try to leave and come back. It'll shoot up in the sky about 30-40 meters and try to come back to you, even though it's right there. But yeah, it's working pretty good. And like I said, I'm using the camera to be my filter. Be my doggone camera for this video. Because, I mean, I think that's what everybody wants to see is the camera, right? It's not a first-person camera. It is a, hey, look, I got a camera. Now, what I like to do, when you talk, oh, look, there's a hawk up in the sky. Oh, wow. Let's take a look. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, he was, had some birds attacking at my drone earlier. And, yeah, they were giving me all kind of trouble up high. I was about 40 meters up, and they were giving me trouble. They were flying around. But now we got a red-tailed hawk around here, and that red-tailed hawk really does not like my drone. So let's go ahead and land her, bring her back for the GPS mode, makes her launch out. All right. I would call that a good flight. Let's go ahead and upload it to YouTube and check the video.